So choose whatever you like, whatever you want for your style. And then what we're going to do is we are going to click on this and duplicate. We're going to drag this down, and this is going to act as our part 1 text. So I'll double click in, and I'm going to replace the text here with just part 1, just so we identify what's what. And I am also going to get rid of the background. So if I click on this element here, the text, I'll click effect. I'm going to get rid of the background. So I'll just click none for style, but I am going to add an outline because as you can see here, it's already hard to read with just the background that's going on. So I'll click outline. I'm going to use color black, and I'm going to increase the thickness here to about 80, maybe a little bit more, maybe 85. Leave it as 86, I couldn't get 85. And as you can see, much easier to read already. So that's what we want for the text there. Now there is a part 2. And what we're actually going to do is click on part 1, the text here, and click duplicate. And we're just going to drag it down. We do want it to eventually show in the same place where part 1 is going to be. But if you go ahead and just leave it there, it's going to be really hard to connect the data, so that way we can have this automate, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. But there's one last thing that we want to do for both of these sets of text, because they might be very long, whereas the topic is typically short, it's 2 words. The text in part 1 and part 2 can get long, depends on what ChatGPT gave us. So what we're going to do is the edge of each of these purple boxes for part 1 text and part 2 text. Let me actually change that to part 2. So that way.
This short was cut, edited, captioned, everything by VidFlood. By the way, have you tried AI editing yet? Let me know in the comments. Want the same? Paste one link and get many shorts. Search VidFlood.